I'm Eric. I'm the host of Talking with Fan People. And I want you to understand the truth about living, loving, laughing, and learning. Which are, of course, the four most important L's. Do old man titles perform better? It seems that way, yeah. It seems like if I have old man in the title, the videos do better. I don't know why. It's just a little trick I found, I guess. Hi, Mean Bird. You know what? I've dealt with you a lot of times. You are not a very mean bird at all. I'd say you're a perfectly pleasant bird. So, I may be a lot of things, but I'm not a kaiju. Which is to say, I'm not a Japanese monster. I'm not Godzilla, I'm not Mothra. I'm just regular Eric. I'm up early here on a Saturday morning, but I wouldn't call myself up, you know. I'm just awake and basically trying to figure out what to do, if anything. It's actually kind of cooled down right now. Would have been a good morning to go fishing, maybe. It's under 80 degrees right now. 7 in the morning, 76 degrees. Quite cool. Yeah, I'm up early. I went to bed fairly early, but I'm not sleeping that great last couple of days. I'm gonna roll and consume this penner here. Penner refers to a little teeny joint, you know. Hi, big dog. Yeah, the way Kabuk is right. That's one of the main reasons why I started this stream was I like to have my morning smoke with my internet friends, you know. Fear the Lord, depths. Yeah, right. Well, I'm not exactly fearing the Lord right now, so much as I am giving praise to the Lord for a couple of reasons. One, Eric, it's sad that you're the only well-informed channel on and live right now. Well, it's not surprising. I don't know if you've heard Comedy Flu, but this is the internet's only YouTube channel. So, some people have disputed that and said there are other YouTube channels, but Earzy Iraq official, you are having a strange morning. And I wish you just leave Ecuador out of your perversions. Okay? Leave Ecuador alone. What advice would you give someone in their 20s? Well, my answer this time will be, I get asked this question fairly often. Don't give advice to people without knowing a lot about them. Weevy poon, weevy poofy poon. All right, weevy poon, weevy poofy poon for you too. Not much, Ismail. I just got up, and I was gonna smoke this outside, and I really left my coffee in here. I was just smoking in here. I was out of these potato ruts, as they're called. This strain I got last time, I got a half ounce of it for $88. Hi, Brett. Things are going pretty well. Well, I don't have a lot going on this morning, so I'm not exactly sure what's going on. I might go into town a little later. We did go into town yesterday. I got pretty much everything I needed, but I could try to solve the drapery problem in the other house. I could go over today and install some drapery hardware. Well, once in a while, I realized that was probably primed in my head by the fact that there was somebody in the chat whose name had the word pie in it. I'm thinking that kind of subconsciously primed me to want to go get pie. Hi, Matarazzi Sound. Hello, Serbia, not Suburbia. And hello, Industrial Hippie. What kind of pie? Well, I'm a big fan of key lime pie. Yeah, she's a wonderful kitty. Knock out one or two good chores. Well, I think I will do that after I'm done smoking this old penner. I think what I'll do first, as far as the chore goes, is, and this is one of my least favorite chores. Bro, what the fuck? Says Ismail Ack for absolutely no reason. Chill out, Ismail. You're spazzing over nothing. Death in 1551 was an ugly business. The Baker family, hello. How are you? I sometimes watch this YouTube channel. It's quite famous. It's called exactly Mike Babauta. This is a penner. Exactly what I said when I rolled. I'm gonna smoke this penner. You don't always need a big fatty. It's this stuff here that I'm smoking. That's called potato runts. Sativa. It's called that because it kind of smokes harsh like potatoes. Do you think potatoes smoke very harsh? Has anybody ever tried to smoke potato? Charles Manson is both a bad person and a victim of bullshit. So, I don't know. His problem is he never gave up trying to win the narrative. CNCV says, so you just never going to repent and turn from your sin. That's absolutely not the case. I repent regularly for my sin, pray fairly often, and I'm suspecting you don't really have a good understanding of what actually comprises sinfulness. Certainly, your presumption here is offensive to God. I think there was once an Irishman who copped a mean bag of tates. That's how often it should be. Okay, well, I'm not Jesus, CNCV, and neither are you. You're on timeout. Learn to be a decent person, then start representing Jesus, not the other way around. You obviously don't understand God or Jesus well, so you get timed out. Hopefully you learn a lesson this time and repent and go and sin no more, motherfucker. Sin no more around here. You're just gonna get yourself timed out again. Because I punish sinners like you with timeouts. So fuck off. What's the first thing the Haji does when he comes? He goes, "Oh, good. Can you finish yourself, please?" That's what he does. You don't need me to help you finish, do you? I'm done. Pretty sure that's what he says. Oh, when he comes home, who's Haji? Anyway, I've never heard of this Haji character. Well, at the moment, we're just going with no AC. Is what we're going for. And that shall be the whole of the law. Well, the only reason I smack it is because I got booty on my behind, yeah. I got some booty. Booty. Yes, Biden got criticized a lot. Oh, I see. In Vietnam, they called him Charlie. In the Gulf War, you called him Haji. I see. I didn't know there was such a name. That makes sense. You got to have a kind of all-encompassing name for the bad guy. The truth is, a very tiny percentage of people who were in the Viet Cong were actually named Charlie. Almost none of them. They were named things like Fung Kok Chore and stuff like that. But I guess what happened is the first Vietnamese enemy that the Americans met was named Charlie. So they just said they must all be named Charlie. And that's how the name took. The truth is, even the one Vietnamese guy whose name was Charlie, he preferred to be called Charles. Just like the Arab guy named Haji actually preferred to be called Hajimino Ippo. Thanks, Mac468L. I got it from the Buttocks store. The Buttocks Boutique, home to some of the most fashionable buttocks in the world. Does Charlie correlate with the word czar? I don't think so. Hello, Ismail Ak, you're back again. Ismail Ak is back and back and back. Are you still wondering what the fuck? Hey, Justin Goodwin, that's an excellent idea. That way you can stop looking for a relationship partner entirely and just settle down with yourself. So that 2/3 of a penner isn't obviously enough to start my morning. So let's finish this BLUNT blunt cracker. That's what it is, Brett. Cracker. Used to be honky. You could also call us, what do they call this in Mexico? Gringo. Gringo. That's what they call us in Mexico. Cheers, bro gods. Few indeed. Few. I'm not Jewish, that's true. Not relevant to anything, but it's also true. I'm actually Christian. Both of my parents come from Christian backgrounds, like families, but yeah, sort of, but people don't take it very seriously. Right. No, I'm not Catholic. I have a typo in the title. I wonder if that helps. Let's see what the title says. Do old man titles do better? Oh, yeah, I do have a typo. I see. I didn't spell better correctly. That's what I get for doing stuff on my phone, you know. Thank you for letting me know. I must say, this is way stonier than the other one. Cole. My dick fell off. Cole. Stop, JD Martinez. Jesus Christ. Full Metal Chad says, just looking out, bro. Thanks. You really do belong in the Red Cross. All right. Let's go outside. Let's go sit over on the deck for a bit. Hi, Trouble. I'm smoking some Mindo fuel right now. I don't know what Mindo fuel is. I do know this much. I'm pretty reasonably high for the moment, as such things go. I'll sit this way so that you can have a better view instead of me having a better view. There. Okay. Hi, Russian man. I'm doing well, thank you. I just finished smoking my cannabis, actually. There I'm sitting outside. And, as you can see, I clearly have not chosen the best spot for a view because I've chosen one spot where there's a gap and there's some trees down on the ground. Cannabis Man is a fine name for me. Oh, that's the Nejdan Stick. Nejdan Stick is your name, huh? Well, it's nice to see you, Nejdan Stick. Right now, we're walking around the house. Let's look at the hill. What a lovely hill we have. Your channel stuffs narcotics. Good job for you. I don't think anybody is well served to do any kind of narcotics. You're a Russian narco man? Okay. Weed is not a narcotic, obviously. I do think it's bad to do narcotics, like opiates and stuff, but I wouldn't try to tell other people what to do. Weed's not even scheduled like that anymore in the U.S. That's something that I guess Biden gets credit for, huh? Yeah, a lovely hill, and it's nice and cool this morning. It's under 80 degrees after it's been blazing hot day after day for like a week now. And here's a handsome boy. There's a very handsome boy. Yes. He's a very good kitty. Hello, handsome boy. I live in California, so Russian drug salt is dead. That's crazy, Barat. It doesn't even it's like hardly even a drug, you know? I have done plenty of drugs in my life, but I've never encountered anything that really counts as a drug that has the sustainability that marijuana does. Marijuana much more falls into the class of like tobacco, coffee. Yeah, tobacco, coffee are sort of drugs, but I mean, not really. Not in the sense of when you're talking about a drug, people are usually talking about stuff that fuck up your life, right? Potentially, at least. It's kind of hard to be a recreational shooter of heroin. And if you aren't recreational, if you do it all the time, it's going to control your life dramatically. In contrast, smoking weed all the time has very little to do with anything, you know? It's like smoking cigarettes all the time. It may not be good for you or something, but it's not like you're really doing drugs. So I got some diatomaceous earth from the store yesterday to put around the plants. But I think the best thing I could do, really, first of all, is cut away all of this surrounding plant matter, because no doubt the bugs gather in there and then they can get onto my plants from there. So I would say that the old man titles definitely do seem to do better. But it also seems to be that better live streams might do a little better. You know, my expectations keep kind of. I mean, I've got no steady expectations for what happens with the channel at all anymore, because sometimes I get nobody here. Sometimes, like this morning, I've got great numbers here for me. Not for like Prof or something. I went to Prof's live stream the other day. He seemed cool, but he had chat on slow mode, and he was getting so many like super chats. He barely knew what to do with it. He'd just be like, "Wow, look at you, $100." Ridiculous. But he seemed cool. He's a rapper, in case you don't know who Prof is. Yeah, there's no harm to smoking marijuana. I'm just growing enough for my head anyway, so it's perfectly legal where I am. It's a little cooler today, but that also means there are a few more bugs out. You know what's a bad word to me? Bussin'. Nobody should say bussin'. I've decided from now on that's a bad word. You either say bussing, because you're bussing some people someplace, you know. Don't ever say bussin'. No cap, skibbity. That's right. Thanks for that, Chad. That was no cap, skibbity. That was bomba clap free. Alright? Don't say bussin', or all all start fussing. You Trump, man. I'm not Trump. Do I look like Trump? Trump has way more hair than me. Bustin' is fine. Bustin' is fine. Just don't say bussin'. That's my new bad word. It doesn't matter what it means. It's bad. That's all you need to know. Bussen. Busin. That spelling is considered acceptable. Goated. Goated is not a bad word, no. Goated means good, but it doesn't make any sense. Greatest of all the timed. Why is there an ED on the end of it? There shouldn't be. There's a mosquito came in here. Now it's dead. Unfortunately, mosquitoes don't fly very fast. You see where they land, and then you can shoot them with fire. Yeah, they won't survive that. Well, I'm going to stream for a little bit longer, and then I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to end the stream, but first I'm going to do a couple chores before I do. I forgot. I need to do the cat litter. If you're going to be live streaming, you might as well make yourself clean the cat litter. Okay, Winston's mom, as long as you spell it like that, Busin, you're safe. But don't spell it Bussen. Hard S, they call that. What's your purpose? That's an excellent question, AJ Dola. I've never been to Germany, no. I have been to Italy and Austria, but not Germany. What is my purpose? My purpose is to inform, educate, entertain, amuse, enlighten, incitify, provide words. I'm like ChatGPT, kind of, except more irreverent. I'm like ChatGPT set to irreverent. I really am impressed with ChatGPT's explanations of things. What do you need teachers for anymore? You don't need any teachers. I asked ChatGPT to explain the other day to me, because Rachel has ChatGPT. She's quite enamored of it, I asked it to explain to me, why is it that the longest day of the year doesn't mark the middle of the summer? Which is a question I've wondered about for a while. And it gave me an excellent, thorough explanation of why. Much better than a school teacher would. Much more succinct and effective. You ask your father why that is the case? Our purpose is to fulfill our duty in the universe. Our purpose is to fulfill our duty. That just means you're pushing back the question of what purpose means and creating a new question called what duty means. Now, duty is a word that has good definition, actually. Duty is something you are morally obliged to perform. Purpose implies a purposer. So, if I were to actually have a purpose, that means I would have to be purposed for something by someone or something, right? Of course, we don't necessarily use the word exactly like that, colloquially. We might mean, what's your main gig in life or something. Well, it's true, Barat, that you can have situational duties. Like, like you're saying, if you're a firefighter and there's a fire, it's your duty to fight the fire. If you're not a firefighter, it's not your duty. Well, sure, that's true. But when you're talking about your life purpose, people generally mean, um, like, when you die, you will feel like you achieved what you were supposed to because you did meh. And that's not because you did your job at work, right? It's because you fulfilled your destiny in some sense. What is that destiny? Are you destined for great things? And if so, does that mean you need to do your part and exercise meh sets of actions in order to put yourself on that path towards that greatness? I mean, I think that's the case for me, but I don't know if I have it in me to put myself on that path to greatness. I'm fine, Elijah. How are you? Well, the thing is, he already got tossed. So, what was I saying? Saying something so important and true. Do I prefer a dirty blonde or a naughty brunette? I prefer my beloved wife. Three Green Charms is back. He built you the box. Maybe you should just stop trying to mail fire to people, okay? Who's ordering fire in a box anyway? Please mail me fire in a box. No, nobody says that. Man of God. Am I a man of God? I'd like to think so. At least I'm not a man of the devil. Temporal Teleporter says, having kids change the way he is. My daughter repeating one, then my reaction to it was an eye opener. I definitely censor myself way more now. Some people claim that AI is dangerous and can replace humanity. Well, I do believe that AI can replace me pretty well at this point if it wanted to. Like, uh, if you were to feed every bit of live stream and every bit of whatever into an AI, if you were to train an AI on my massive data set and tell it to act like me, except for the video part, real time, I suspect it could be just as effective as me at being me communicatively. Hi, Trouble. Look at you, big boy. What an adventurer you are. I don't want to jump that far down. Should be careful. I don't know what you're trying to get, but be careful. What a silly boy with his swishy tail. It's nice out today. Barat says, I would watch your stream, Eric, but I wouldn't watch a robot stream. Yeah, old man titles do better, it seems like. No, Master Peach 84. That's mean. I wouldn't push my kitty. I might give him a pet. Do you want pets? I know. Yes, I know. What a good boy. He's like a dog. He kind of follows me around, you know. No, stop saying give him a push. He won't enjoy it. It revealed in Genesis that we're all one family. We're not all one family. I have a very small family. Comprises me, Rachel, Delilah. That's it, really. I do have an aunt, but whatever. I wonder what a robot would talk about on a live stream. Well, I mean, if he trained himself entirely on my data set, he'd pretend to go outside, pretend to come back inside, do all the things that I do, but he'd be pretending. If they could master, like, real-time generative video, that's gonna be a tough one, right? But if they could, to imitate me doing all the stuff that I normally do, I bet it could be more or less indistinguishable from me. No, CC and V, I'm not on any predator list, but you are now gone from my channel. Master Peach, you're getting timed out for general spamminess. As far as the, thank you, 3 green charms. As far as the Big Bang Theory goes, well, I mean, it's not really so much a theory as it is just extrapolating backwards from directionality. It's not an explanation, you know. The thing is, I don't think there is anything that's going to be satisfactorily understood as an explanation that doesn't involve, I don't know, some kind of agency, right? But I don't want to get into that argument. Am I hairy? Not especially. Then, Finn, it's cool to reason by analogy, but you should also understand the limits of doing such. You can only accomplish so much intellectually in terms of argumentational work. Good morning, Jonathan Earl. This Saturday is treating me fine. I expect to be perhaps a little bored today. I'm not like I don't have any amphetamines, so I'm not feeling very up and about like I would if I had my Adderall. But I think what I'm going to do now, I'm going to end this stream, and then I'm going to watch some cartoons. Then I'll probably go back to bed this morning and take a little nap. I might be back on this afternoon later. Probably will. Let's see if Manny did a nice short stream this right now. It's only, 45 minutes? That's a short stream indeed. But so it goes. So thanks a lot for being here. I love you all. Talk to you later.